Good evening, Criticorum, and welcome to another playthrough of Emperor of the Fading Suns. How is everyone out there in the Fading Suns enjoying themselves tonight? See? Less sunburns during the Fading Suns. Alright. So let's get the game going. Last time we played this, it was about a month ago. We declared ourselves making our bid for Empress again. Second time's the charm. Let's see if we can pull it off this time. Other than that, I have no idea where we were. Other than there was Plague on Alon. What a gorgeous picture. Gotta love that. Let's see what else had happened. I'd had some sort of deal cut with the Hazat, not sure what. I was rejected by the House Hawkwood, who was saying that House Hazat is too powerful, so I'll use that to my advantage. Not producing all the chemicals I need on Kish, nor all the electronics, nor all the chemicals, nor all the monopoles, nor all the SRAM steel. Thankfully, I'm creating a lot of extra food. Plague on Alon, yeah, I get it. Alright, so I've been exploring with this little special unit. Need to stay friends with the Hawkwoods, because last time I declared to be Emperor, I really had folks pound on me here. Wow, I'm low on food. I need to buy some more food. Hawkwood's got a lot of troops in their little fort over there, so need to be buddies with them. Ooh, House Staccatos has a nice little stack moving around. Bunch of troops there. Mobile stack on the board. Oh, yeah, Hawkwood's got a powerful stack around Byzantium Secundus, so yep, I'm gonna have to be friends with them or there could be trouble. Let's see. Alright, I still control the Navy, Imperial Fleet. Yay, I can buy food here if I need to. Oh, yeah, they got lots of food. Whoa, 1,032 food. I can't even buy it all. There's so much food here. But this looks like where I'll be buying food from. Good to know. I have no idea what this person was doing other than exploring. Let's see who I'm at war with these days. Hey, Vino. Nice. Looking forward to both gameplay and discussion of the patch. Always a pleasure. Just FYI, the screen is a bit zoomed in. You are correct. Cutting off bottom and top. Was it always like this? No, it wasn't. Good catch. All right, I'm going to have to get out of the game for a second to fix that, though. Thank you, Zeno. Let's get that fixed. Dee. Yes, the fun with OBS. Let's see here. Let's see how it looks now. Let's go to the game. See how it looks now. Still cutting it off. Why is it cutting off that much of the top? Alright. Let's really get this fixed. That is that annoying. Let's see here. Whoa. Trying to move the wrong thing. Ah, that's the trouble. Come on, move you up. There we go. I should be doing it, maybe. Huh. I appreciate you pointing that out. Hey! Let's see if that fixed it. Time to find out. Sorry, let's see how you look now. No! Stop that. Oh, yes. Forgot to hit the run button. I need to press the transition button. No. Nope. Still compressing it, maybe? I don't know. We'll find out in a second. I think we may have solved it. Thank you. All right, Zeno. Thank you for your help. Maybe a little bit cut off, but not like it was. Off with their head, Sam, Jason, glad to have you back. And Sam, I agree, it was off with, wait, that was my head we were cutting off. None of that. All right, so let's see here. I have the most scepters because I took all the scepters from those poor little Lee Halan ancestor worshippers. The Hazat have the most units. I have the most moolah. Me and the Hazat fighting it out for most cities. And I'm a little ahead on the technology. I do, however, have alliances, it looks like, with everybody but the Lee Halan. So let's see if I can get a good vote going next time around. Okay. So that's where we stand. or lie down regally, as the case may be. Maybe you have questions, feel free to ask them. Yes, I will be talking about a patch for this game, and I'm hoping to be showing a patch for this game very soon. Some very dedicated, wonderful people working like mad in a frenzy on getting a patched version of this game out there. It's yes, it's a 25-year-old game that'll have a patch. Yes, it already has patch 1.4 in place. This would be patch 1.5, and we will be looking for testers. Those of you in the modder community, we're especially going to be looking for you, because the biggest part of the patch is to make it more mod friendly. Now, there are a lot of little fixes in it as well, which we're going to need help testing. Well, we're going to have a pretty big readme of changes and things to be fixed, but really need folks to help us test the mod capabilities. So you modders, we're really going to be counting on you to help out. All right. I have no idea what I was doing with this Special Forces unit. I've already explored everything down here. I think I'm going to move them right here and try and block off. Got to get folks at these two squares to make it harder to get to my fort. So let's at least do that. All right. Ooh, here's my Imperial fleet. Wow, they're blockading Byzantium Secundus in preparation for the election. When I'm elected Empress, then we're going to go crazy in a fight, so. Zeno, trying not to explode from excitement. Yeah, what do you think about the mod capabilities? What are we going to be doing? Number one, we're hoping to be able to increase the number of units in the game. What kind of things would you want as a modder to make it more mod friendly? Go ahead and type in there and let's see what we actually have been contemplating that you're also thinking about. All right, I'm going to do green arrow and bypass all of these and come back to them just so I can see if I had anything else planned. Kish! This was my attack on the Lihalan homeworld, which seems to have almost completely finished. I got this, they still have a farm down there. I don't really see any other Lihalan stuff. Lihalan's all up there too, so I still got a lot of fighting to do. All right. Oh, hey, they're coming after me again out here. Interesting. All right. I've got my lovely tracker unit. Love those trackers. They aren't worth a darn in a fight, but man, can they spot. So, got a ruin here to investigate. How much food is over at this agora? No food. Oops, I didn't mean to leave. Kish, I need a good kish. Harvesting 839.49. Wow, I'm using like 60 more food than I'm harvesting. I probably need to be buying some. Okay. Zeno's got a laundry list of things that he wants for modders. All right. Let's move this tracker legion around. I really would like to activate that ruins and see what's in there, but let's make sure there's no surprise Lihalan units where I don't want them. Shall we? I should go up to space and get someone to go shoot that anti-aircraft gun. It doesn't mess with me when I'm least expecting it. Let's use this one. Oh, they might have had PTS weapon. Planet to space weapon. I don't remember if they did or not. Well, that was a good one-shot wonder. Apparently somebody did, because that ship took damage at some point. A bunch of these ships took damage. Oh, wait! Those are my ships. I thought, for a minute, I forgot what color I was. Yeah, and that's another interesting thing we're discussing with the patch. So Emperor of the Fading Suns was the game that really let us understand how user-unfriendly a lot of our design choices were. For instance, the colors of these factions are not good for people with various types of color blindness. That's just one example of how we really didn't take a lot of our possible users into account in designing the game. Now, fixing the UI is going to be kind of difficult. Color choices, that might not be in patch 1.5. But if there are other little bugs like that, I shouldn't say little, for someone with color blindness, that's a significant issue. There are other things you think would be better, like having your own options on colors for the AI, that kind of thing. Let us know. I don't know what we'll actually do for this patch, 1.6 or somewhere else down the line. But that's definitely something we're considering, is how this really didn't work with people with different vision capabilities. I don't mean WandaVision. All right, what do you think? Do I have planet to ship space weapons up here? We're gonna find out. I'm gonna fire at that anti-tank gun before it attacks my little tiny scout tank. Little sweet tiny scout tank. All right, I can't believe I'm firing a dreadnought at a anti-tank gun, but that's my healthiest unit, and it'll survive the best if I do get shot back at. Boom! Hey, nobody shot me. All right, plowing no planet space weapons up there. That's a good thing to think. So, for the patch, we did have an overall patch philosophy. There's a lot of things to fix. No. The patch philosophy was, what can we do to make this best for modders? But there were a lot of little things to fix as well. A lot of annoying little glitches that have been bugging people. It's still a very fun game. We've been having a heck of a game without the patch through this whole live stream series. I'm looking forward to streaming the patch version, however. But there's a lot of stuff that's going to make it a lot more playable, and it's especially going to be important for multiplayer. So number one import was making it more mod friendly. Number two was fixing a lot of the little glitches that bug folks in multiplayer. And three, making it a better single player experience as well. Yes, I'm doing single player. If you really want to get to the heart of this game, go multiplayer. That is really what we designed this for. It's fun. It's a lot of fun single players you've been seeing through this live stream. But yeah, that's nothing like a multiplayer experience. All right, let's scout with the dreadnoughts. This is an old strategy. You just bombard all these cities and see what's out there. Patang! All right, they got a lab. That'll be tasty to grab. Also pretty well defended. Instead of continuing my bombardment, let's shoot another place. Patang! There's a mine, which will soon be mine. Much less defended than the labs. Can you tell what we considered important in this game? That's right, the tech. All right, let's use this cruiser to hit that anti-tank gun again. But dang, Nino, I have so much. Trying to get across the least known off the top of my head. Custom sounds for attack. Fuel indicator for air unit. PTS capability for non-crawler PTS. Info feedback fix. Give us more info on the info feedback fix if you would. So some of these are going to take more work than we're going to get done in this patch. For instance, the fuel indicator would require some new interface art. And we got programmers working on this, not much in the way of art. There are ways to do it, and it's well worth noting. I'm going to take a look at that, but I don't think we'll do it for this patch. Some of the others, I've got to look at the sounds again, because we've talked about the ability to give modders the ability to add their own sounds. Part of the reason you have the sounds you have in there is we bought sounds. Now I've got a much larger sound library I can use. I love the sounds that we got for this game, but we had a limited budget to buy sounds at that time. Now I've got more sounds and more friends who are audio engineers to reach out to. If you're watching, all you audio engineers, I might bug you for some of your cool sounds. Ooh, maybe I'll do an EFS sound jam where I get everyone to come together for a weekend and make their coolest sound using the game. Zeno says, while bombarding, the defender is not informed when own PTS ships fire at bombarding ships. So when you, the player, when your PTS weapons fire, you're not notified. That's a great one I have noted down. That's awesome. Yeah, so when these ships shot down from space, if someone had shot back at me, I would get a notification. But if another player was bombarding and your PTS weapons fired back, you wouldn't get notified, and you need that information. Good one, Zeno. All right, what do we got? Oh, let's kill the thing that was in the lab that I didn't kill the last time. There we go. Dang. All right, let's go to this little cruiser. This little cruiser went to exploring. What do we got here? Electronics. Didn't do a darn thing. Not a darn thing. Other than see what it was. Man, cruiser, sending you back to training school. Well, it's a well. You didn't do a thing. Useless. Let's try this cruiser. I like to start the exploring with the cruiser and then finish off with the Dreadnought, because the Dreadnought does a lot more damage. Wow. Cruisers, not doing anything. Yeah, Zeno, keep the ideas coming. This is very useful. All of you who are watching, feel free to add in on things you would like to see, or just what you love in strategy game. Hey, Jason, if you're regent and you time your declaration of empire just right, the 2 elections you have to win happen just a turn apart, giving no time for anyone to depose you. That is exactly right. That is a bug. That's a bigger bug to fix, so it's probably a 1.6 patch fix, but yeah, we're definitely aware of that one. And that's one of those things that in multiplayer, you just say you can't do that. Don't do that. In single player, you take advantage of it and you just mess over the AI. In multiplayer, you have to have a house rule that you don't do that. But yes, that is a good one to fix, Jason. Good call. I should have put our bug list up here for you all to vote on. I forget if this ever mentioned, but there was an exploit that made it easier when they're per election. Right, that's the one Jason's talking about. Good stuff. All right, Cruiser, can you do any damage? No, I'm going to come back with the Dreadnoughts to kill that tank. Let's see what other Lehalan cities. Oh, that is all the Lehalan cities. Look at that. Nope, there's one up in the mine. Oh, we already hit that one. All right. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get that tank this time. Wow, my cruisers are just flailing. More Kurgans! Says the Caliph himself. And we're not working on another version of EFS, just a patch. But boy, is that what I want in the next EFS. Kurgans, Vuldruk, Vow, Lost Worlders, Slaver Kingdoms, all kinds of stuff battling it out. Dreams. All right, let's get my Dreadnoughts doing some damage. This is the fun stuff. Watch, I'm going to kill that tank with one hit. Or I'll miss completely. Dang! And that tank out of there before he gets some mobile reaction force coming down at me. All right. That lab we need to blow some stuff out of. Oh, now that's what I like about a Dreadnought. 2 with 1 swat. But yes, so the patch is moving ahead. We do want to get it being tested perhaps as early as April with our mod community. So if you're a modder out there, make sure you reach out to Zeno Trinium, about the mod community. Jason's familiar with it too. I heard next EFS. I remind you that if you want for this, I would pre-order or back you on crowdfunding without hesitation. Much appreciated. I'm so used to the old way we worked. We'd get a publisher who would fund us. And we'd work and slave away and crunch and eventually get the thing done, get it out, and then we get royalties. Now, we never got our royalties on EFS because Segasoft went out of business, essentially owing us royalties. But at least we got the development paid for. Other games of ours, like Mall Tycoon or Machiavelli Prince, good royalties. Hammer of the Gods didn't get the royalties we were supposed to get. Another one, New World, got sold before we got the royalties we were supposed to get. Therefore, New World lost the rights to the game, and it was out of distribution until we just recently got it back on GOG. Now it's a whole new day in games. So you're right, Jason. Should we go with crowdfunding? Trying to find a publisher is a lot more difficult than it used to be, especially for something like this. Now, it would look a lot better with a new version, but still. It's a 4X strategy game. Hey, Frizzard! Velnom! Haven't played this game for like 4 years, just randomly looked up Faded Suns today to find out it's on GOG. Getting up with an update with live stream. What a day. Hurrah! Welcome back. And it's on sale on GOG. We just put it on sale there. 40% off. Can you believe it? 40% off. Yeah, so if you haven't grabbed it, grab it now. If you already grabbed it, grab 3. Grab one for your dog, your cat, your goldfish. Hey, my goldfish has one. It's not a goldfish. It's a beta fish named Goldie. She likes to pretend she's a goldfish. Yeah, so we'll get back into the playing. Thank you for joining us again, Frizzard. Definitely check out the whole series of streams. This is part 13. Plus, we had an extra 14th Invasion of Pyre special episode. And check out the gameplay. So, Frizzard, if you're back, one of the things we're also talking about with the patch is a new way to introduce folks to the game, how to get folks into it. In the old manual, for those of you who ever RTM'd, TFM the thing, we had an actual 2-turn playthrough that we just walked you through in the in the manual itself. So we had fun writing that. So yeah, here's what you do every turn. Just go through it. Here, let me get this up closer. Tells you what to do, how to build, what to go, and the PDF manual comes with the GOG version. So, but obviously we need a better way to get people into it. Live stream's a fun way, but any input on things you think we could do to make this more easily accessible, not to make the interface easier, because again, that requires art changes we can't afford right now, but to provide information to players so that they can jump into it more easily. Let us know. All right. I mean, we have all those, if you remember, we have all those crazy tutorials, so much tutorial text when you just start up the game if you don't turn off the tutorial screen. Jason asks, is dealing with a publisher easier or harder than dealing with self-entitled backers? Good question. So we did the Noble Armada Kickstart, and that went well, but that was, of course, for only, I don't know, less than $10,000. This would be different. It'd have to be a lot more money to make this work. Working with a good publisher is unbelievably valuable. When we had Microprose as a publisher, we did Machiavelli the Prince. Good money, they understood game dev, they helped us along the way, great test team, great marketing, exactly what we needed. Then they got sold to Spectrum Holobyte while we were working on Emperor of the Fading Suns. Emperor of the Fading Suns was supposed to be a Microprose game, and suddenly Microprose said, sorry, we're canceling most of our outside projects, can't work with you. And that was Spectrum Holobyte. So we went to Sega Soft, and they did their best, but they did not have Microprose's experience. And remember, the Emperor of the Fading Suns was their best-selling game almost up until the Sega shut the whole thing down. So they just didn't have the dedicated support from their investors to make Sega Soft a success. Great people. I mean, there were some really wonderful people who did well in the industry, but they just didn't have the support from Sega mothership that they needed. So you never really know. I mean, working with Microprose, when it was Microprose, before it got sold, was about one of our best experiences. Same with SSI when we did the Final Liberation Warhammer 40k game. But then they got sold to Mattel. And a whole different situation. So, yeah, it really depends. Oh yeah, Jason, this would have been so sweet if Microprose had stayed on board. You are exactly right. Sega Soft needed to get this out desperately because their whole inventory was doing lousy. It was so funny. I was just flipping through the old Sega Soft catalog of their great various games. So, Obsidian wasn't bad. That was pretty fun. Scud did nothing. Sorry, devs, on that. Rocket Jockey did nothing. Now maybe be a great esports game. 3 Dirty Dwarves was funny. They couldn't market it the way they hoped. Spacebar was a lot of fun. Couldn't market it well. Bug 2, I don't think I ever played that one. And then there was us. We were the best-selling game, I think, out of all of those. So, yeah, they just did not have it together. Yes, with Microprose, when it was Microprose, before it became Spectrum Holobyte, would have ended up very different. Zeno talks about, these are things that new players should know about: rank, plague immunity, non-combat, etc. These stats are hidden from view in the game. To improve accessibility, some of these stats are highly prudent to consider adding into the game display. Again, can't change the user interface, what you see, but we can put that information out there more clearly for players. For instance, one thing we wanted to ship in the box set back in the day was a tech tree poster. Same with the jump web poster, all that kind of fun stuff. No budget for it. They could not make the cost of goods for that work. Now, provide some really nice printable PDF of the tech tree, of the units, of the jump map. Now we're talking about some fun stuff. What do you think, Zeno? Is that stuff you would like to have as a new player? But you're right, all that other information and how rank works. Because rank is kind of a weird thing that we implemented in this. For those of you who don't know, in combat, we have units that are in the front and units that are in the back. Lower number rank means they're closer to the front, usually like infantry. Whereas a higher number means they're further to the back, less likely to get damaged. I shouldn't say less likely to get damaged. Everyone can get shot at. But let's say I've got 4 units attacking 2. Both of those enemy units are going to get 2 people shooting at them. On the other hand, if I have 4 attacking 3, one enemy unit will have 2 and the others will each have 1 attacking them. And the further back ones will be the ones only getting 1 attacker. Did I clarify that, or did I make it even more confusing? Let's do a fight and see about it. Now, it doesn't work with the bombardment. Actually, it does. I can show it through the bombardment. Let's do it through the bombardment. So, when I attack this lab, the front rank units, the ones with the lowest rank numbers, are the ones who will be attacked. So, I missed on that bombardment. Thanks, Dreadnought. But the all the humans are considered to be hunkered down in bunkers, so you can't hurt these little militia units with your orbital bombardments. On the other hand, all their artillery equipment, I definitely can. If there was an anti-aircraft gun, it would be in front of the artillery. Same with an anti-tank gun. So the artillery's got a higher rank and is further in the back. When I bombard again, it gets hit, but not very hard. Jiminy crickets, Dreadnought. One more time. Wow, I had a lot of misses this time around. Alright, not sure what I had planned for with these ships, so let's just cycle through them and come back to them. Zeno says, definitely. Let me talk into my microphone. Sorry, I gotta look to this direction. I gotta look that way in order to see my chat screen. I experimented myself on importing the data into a visualizer. A question I see again and again is about the technology. A tech tree would help a lot. So, we very specifically made our data files very accessible to the players, but you kind of got to know that they're there. So if you access tech.dat in the EFS folder, you can quickly see what leads to everything else. But it's not a visual representation. It's not a tech tree. It's a list of numbers. So yeah, Zeno, I think you're right. Adding a tech tree would be a big addition. All right. I think that you're twisting my arm into it, Zeno. We'll figure out a tech tree for this one. All right. What do we have at Malignatius? Why do I have ships at Malignatius? Oh, that's right. Sometimes there are Lee Halan ships there. I should go conquer Malignatius someday. Ah. Lee Halan on Malignatius. Oh, my food problems. I need to take that place. Uh-oh. Planet to space gun. So, that won't be a quick conquest. That planet to space gun can blow me out of the air. Oh, well. Alright, so you're just there blockading. So let's leave you there to blockade. Alon, my plague planet. They don't seem too badly plagued. But right now I gotta be careful not to mix my units too much. Why am I flying this way? I need to know what's over here. Shoot. That was foolish. I went the wrong way. Find anything interesting? Nope. No ruins or anything. Oh, yeah. This bug, my plagued unit, is stuck where they can't leave. So this is a really interesting bug that we're looking to not be a problem. So here on Alon, there was an alien ruin on a water hex. Should not have been there. And when I conquered it, the unit I went in there to do it, and which grabbed these gems, got stuck. So this plagued unit thankfully can't go infect anybody else. So Frizzard asked, what about dropping this info in the archives as a pick or lore book as a mod? So we want the mods to be able to create all their own unit. So this is the default kind of vanilla EFS info we're talking about. For you modders, we are hoping to change it so you can modify the text. Well, you can modify the text anyway. The tech.dat lets you do some of that. But, yeah, like implement new technologies and things like that. We're hoping to get that moving along. But Frizzard, I think that's a great idea. We do need to ship some more user accessible information other than a PDF of the manual with the next version of the patch. So yeah, so we'll have to create archives on GOG and elsewhere for people to show that tech tree and the like. All right, let's just put you guys to sleep. You're never gonna. All right, so my mine is infected, but the units aren't right now. So I don't want to move them right now, or they'll spread the infection. So I think right now they're just gonna sit on A line. Great, my big force on A line just got to sit there. This unit is not infected, so they have found a ruin out there. I would like to take those troops I was just looking at over to take out. Actually, I want to get my Alon troops over on Kish where they can do some real good. But let's explore around a little bit more. Alright, back on Kish. What was I doing over here in this mine? Probably ignoring it as I get ready to go after the lab. How much damage I do to the lab? That lab is still... I can't just take it out with a single gunship. But gunship can be part of a big attack force. So let's start getting units moving up there. Yep, they're moving up that way. Let's go up and take that lab, shall we? Go, go, go! You can move now. I got rid of the anti-tank gun that was in your way. See if the... Whoop! That's something you always have to be careful about. I was afraid of that. An anti... That's a tank destroyer coming after my little scout tank. My little scout tank's gonna be in a world of hurt if they meet. Hey, but my gunship can take that out! Woohoo! Go, gunship! Go, gunship! Destroy the tank destroyer! Shooting it down! It's so funny, in a very sad way, to think about the Ukraine situation in light of this game. I mean, this is essentially what's going on. Cities being bombarded. I bombarded the labs and reduced the peasants who live there. Let me explain that really quick to you. So let me do this attack really quickly. A normal attack. Took out the tank destroyer. Now out of movement. Gonna get him back. But look at this lab that I pounded on. So it was green when I started. That's not the physical structure of the lab. What that green means is the number of peasants working there. So when I started, it was at, I don't know, maybe around 100% full of peasants. That's 10 peasant units. Now it's down to half. 5. I killed half the people who lived in that city. That's pretty sad. And now I'm getting... And that's not even my assault. That's just my orbital bombardment. So, always find that poignant. And much more so now in light of recent news events. Alright. So let's get this armored, my mobile armored units, which should have a tank in it, but it's all tank destroyers and artillery. Again, the tanks are your lower rank, so they get killed first. These are your higher rank ones. Why am I leaving a spaceship in there? I don't want him in there, but I just don't really have another place for him yet. Let's come back to him, find out if I've got folks to move. Well, actually, I could put it in orbit, and as soon as I take that lab, drop them right in there. That's a good idea. Let's do that. So I'll just have this freighter sit in space and get ready to plummet down when I take the lab. Oh, I've got the, woohoo! I've got my lander. You can go pick up this anti-tank unit, bring it up into the fight. We had some discussion about having landers land on water, but not something I want to see happen. Would it be possible to add more buildings? Are you increasing the number of tech slots? We are discussing adding tech slots as well as types of buildings. One thing that's been discussed, stuff like letting players build agoras. Again, I don't know if that'll be 1.5, but be a good thing for 1.6. What buildings would you like to add, Xena? But you're right, for modders, that'd be a great thing to have. I absolutely agree. I'm going to drop my anti-tank gun up here just to help defend my scout unit. course, if I get attacked with a bunch, I might lose a assault lander, which would be the worst. Alright, where am I going you? Up there, obviously. Where am I going you? Where am I taking you? Where am I going you? Who taught you English? Does look like I have somebody already heading that way, but let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I mention I love trackers? Ah, here's where I need troops. Pick up these folks and deliver them up north. Build a militia in there. I need more food units. I need to find more places to build yummy foods. Like right there is a great place for food. I'm building an engineer over here. Yes, I am. Yummy, yummy extra food. Alright. Let's see here. Where was I? Yeah, let's get the bulk hauler. Pick these folks up. Drop them closer to the front. That is that much closer. My little mine down here. I guess I'll do them. We'll have them sit in space too and drop in when the time comes. Oh wait, we still got to take out that thing. So I can drop them on the fort. That's the idea. No, I dropped them on the wrong place. Genius. I might be a little more asleep than I thought I was. It's probably beyond the patch's scope, says Jason. But making transport easier would be nice. Like not having both space transports and ground units share the same unit limit in space. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, that's not this patch, that's for sure. And a little bit of that is on purpose. Just to keep you from having too crazy of an attack fleet come pouring in. Because, remember, you can have carriers with marauders and fighters, and suddenly you're packing it in. So if we exclude the land units, you still have some massive space fleets. But yeah, that is an interesting point. Interesting point. I can't believe I landed my bulk hauler in the wrong place. I don't have enough troops yet to take that farm. I should have been bombarding this farm. I need food! Elf needs food, badly. Bad elf needs food. That's why I should have cycled through everything first. Don't know what I was doing at Criticorum. Istacar, that's my defense fleet, my home defense fleet. That's where I was trying to land, in that farm. Shoot. And now I'm way away from everything. Alright. These folks can move quickly, let's move them quickly. Get them moving on up. I think I messed that up. I defended this because there are a bunch of Lehalan forces that kept appearing. I think we've taken care of them. These troops. I really need to go ahead. Oh, that's right. They kept coming down that way. That's how his troops were coming down. I need to get them in a spaceship moving. I'll leave them in the shield for now. What am I building here? A dervish! That'll help. And I go after the farm. Leave this group sitting right here, but I will go exploring with that tracker just to see what's down here. Nothing. Jason talks about my ships on Criticorum. You're plotting to seize Criticorum so that your campaign here will not deviate from the tabletop game's lore more than necessary. Great point. Yeah, I have been playing with this as a Fading Suns campaign supplement, alternate campaign. And I'm loving the idea. It gets a lot more cyberpunk, because with the Al-Malik becoming emperor, obviously, if she becomes empress, it'll be a lot more tech heavy. We got the plague. Because I pulled that Imperial Navy away from the symbiote worlds, more symbiote infestations. It'll be a very different world. Plus, the big thing is, I destroyed the Lihalan as the royal family, as a noble house. They're still a noble house, but as a royal family, they don't only have vote scepters. Which means the church's main supporter among the nobility has fallen, so the church's value suddenly really declines. And their power and authority decline. And they have a big issue when the patriarch passes away. Zeno, when talking about the cities, says, mostly to separate and distinguish unit producing holdings, manufacturing hubs, airports, deep core mining habitation on Ravenna, bunkers, urban zones, etc. Lots of good fun stuff. And Salmon Abinet says, more sugar! We will let the sugar flow. Alright, these 2 units are going to stay here until I've got enough to go grab that farm. This unit's going to join them. My smiter. Gonna do some more exploration up this way, since I've got, I think, the other tracker heading up this way. Yep. Down gems. Gotta exploit the gems. Let the trace materials flow! Alright, so I landed in here. I'm gonna... do I really want to take that ruin? I don't think so. I want to come after Lihalan stuff. So I'm gonna load a bunch of these in the bulk hauler next turn. Heck with that movement I planned here. Leaving that ruins alone, though they can be pretty valuable. Alright, this is on good old Istikar, my home world. I got some troops here looking for a boat to take them off world. So, sorry, my phone is a dingy-dingying. Should have it turned off while I do this. Alright, so we're going to leave those folks there until we get a boat to take them off world, a ship to take them off world. That tracker is keeping overwatch on the Imperial Eye. So we left these folks here just to safeguard Biz 2, because there will be battling there soon, and when the war starts, I want to be able to jump on folks like that and take them out. But not yet. Alright. So I put you up. You're coming down next turn into the lab. So you there. Criticorum. Why did I have you on Criticorum? I guess we'll just sit there on Criticorum. End the turn. Alright, we'll do one more turn. Really need to do a whole bunch of turns to start catching up. Jason says the church's only hope now is to turn Antimonus and team up with the Nikados. Woo! Well, in the Fading Suns lore, you will notice that most peasants on Nikados worlds are Avestites. So without church backing, who do you think is going to run the Avestites? House Nikados. And Salmon Abbott says, and Jason, that's how the Kurgans were born. Love it. Alright, what do we want to grab? Psychopharmacology, genetic manipulation, jungle environment, powered sea steel, Mason cannon. Is not going to get the church mad at me now. We'll avoid the reds. How do I have a -1? Freighter. I forgot Freighter was misspelled. I gotta look at that. What else do I want to research? Doing the Eagle hover tank. Fanatic Legion's a lot of fun, but I need some biochems to make that work. They love their chemicals. Don't have a Pitbull battle tank yet. Oh, psychosonic manipulation. Get me some assassins, maybe. Powered sea steel armor. You get some really cool infantry units once you get that. Research a Frieder. Hey, that is spelled correctly. What other thing is spelled wrong? Alright. Really should do the Kestrel hover tank, but we already doing the hub or ATG. so... Shoot. I probably had some really good plans for what I was going to research. Here I'm talking about the Al-Malik tech. Alright, let's put everyone on powered sea steels. Special forces on Byzantium Secundus. Building out my... That's what I need the infantry for. Is to build up that fort so I can't be wiped out like that happened last time. Let's build some dervishes out here. What do you say? How am I doing on chemicals? Got lots of chemicals, lots of trace, lots of metal. Let's do that. Yep, but it probably is time for me to buy some food. Farm built a militia. I think it's happy there. Dervish on Kish. Oh, he's sending one of his units up. Got another dervish being built. Dive bomber. Gonna make fun when I attack that farm. Let's also get a strategic bomber going. I love strategic bombers. 40 metal, yep, 10 electronics. I got the stuff. Engineer and Alon. Well, I'm gonna stop with the engineers on Alon until the plague goes away. Engineer on Istakar. Let's build another engineer on Istakar. Plague still on Alon. House Al-Malik is too powerful. Wait, that's me, Celestra. Can't build all the stuff I'd like to build. All too often the case. Alright, Takatos. I can use some extra money because I'm about to buy a bunch of food. Yay! Battle Psychics! Yay, Battle Psychics! You mean the research bug with the -1? Xenotrinium says, oh yeah, that research bug is also a thing worth fixing. Do you mean the -1 on the freighter? Oops, I meant to go down and meant to go buy food on Byzantium Secundus. Let's do that. Where all the freaking food is. Buy 240 food. What do you say? Wait, that's not 240. That's 15 for 240. 294 food. That sounds good. Move out, huh? Well, it's stuck in the fort. Let's hope I don't lose control of the Imperial Navy or I'm losing my food. That's why you don't buy here. Okay, but at least now I've got enough food for a little bit. Alright, and leave that unit there. And they're just going to sit there and make it harder for folks to get to my fort. You're going to do the same. Alright, more exploring. Alright, we got a good force coming here. Take the lab. What do they have in the lab now? Still the same. This anti-tank gun over here. Hey, wait a minute, they don't have any anti-air. Let's get the gunship up there too. It's a good group now. Get you all together and take the lab! Let's do normal. He's got artillery, so I'm not going to assault. I'd assault if he didn't have all that artillery. Good deal. Whoa! Really banged up my anti-tank guns, but everybody survived. That's the important thing. Into the lab! Alright. Now, the scout tank is going to end up in the lab. Jason says, yes, tech with less than 0 research points remaining can lock and become inaccessible forever. That we have taken care of. I'm almost positive. I'll double check. This happens sometimes when your initial investment in tech surpasses the cost. I'm almost positive we've taken care of that one. I will go and double check. Don't remind me. All right, I've still got 9 movement on here, so let's do some exploring. All right, doesn't look like there's much else out there. Let's get you back in the lab to heal, though. All right, so how powerful is that electronics? Oh, we're not taking that electronics anytime soon. But we do have some other fun attacks to do, so let's do some other fun attacks. Let's start by attacking that farm we wanted down south. That one. Bombard it again. Again. See, the AA gun is in front of the other stuff and got taken out first. Now we'll get the anti-tank gun. I gotta be careful because I need that farm, so I can't let its peasantry down here get too low. So it's not reducing too much. Cruisers do less damage to a city than does a dreadnought. Try and do this with the cruisers. Maybe I can do it on this attack. See, they're down to yellow. I'm starting to really pound it down. All those peasants dying. We're gonna have a food shortage. We already got a food shortage. All right. Now it's down to the militias. So let's go down here and go take me a farm. I'm gonna buy me a farm. With a dervish. How are you gonna keep them down on the farm once they've worshipped the dark between the stars? This is a good assault. I got 2 pieces of artillery. I got psychic attacks. I should just wipe them out. Oh, he killed my dervish. I shouldn't have assaulted. Who told me to assault? That was the worst mistake ever. Oh well. Waste of a dervish. Oops, come back there. I want to use my artillery some more. I got a little militia to destroy. That militia is going to be no match for my smiter. See what happens when I assault this time. Batang! That's what happens when I assault this time. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway. Okay, so I've done that. How much stuff is still in the mine? Well, I can't grab that this turn. I need a lot of healing on this stuff and bring in reinforcements as well, so. Let's just skip all this, let it all sit here, and bring down some reinforcements. I'm going to come back to my assault lander. Alright, these might be the folks yeah, that's what I want the assault lander for. So where's that assault lander again? Platoon! Come back down, pick us up. Right there. I knew I wanted it for something special. Up into space where it'll sit and hold up on my, fill up my, cargo areas. Alright, thanks everyone for joining. Please make sure you have liked this video. Shows up in all the people's feeds where it needs to show up. In addition, I'm going to run into that fort if I'm not careful. Darn it. I keep doing that. Yeah, if you like game dev, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Lots of information on game dev on it. Zeno says, for the way damage works, I believe the ratios might be prudent to change. Instead of going from 1-to-1 to 1-to-2 armor versus strength, 1-to-1.5 might expand the possibilities of how complex combat could be. That's an interesting point. We've not looked at changing that part of the functionality. So that's pretty fascinating. Where are these guys coming from? Goodness gracious. Alright, Dreadnought, go kill. Sick 'em, Dreadnought, sick 'em! Shooting enemy units out in the open is what Dreadnoughts is good at. Let's see if I can kill it with 2 hits. Boom. I killed that one. I didn't kill both of them. Alright, killed it. Took 3 hits to kill 2 units. But yes, to giving modders more capabilities to play around with the combat functionality. Great idea. Alright. Dreadnought time. Clean up some of the units this electronics. Yeah, that's what I want Dreadnoughts doing. Took out one and almost wiped out another one. You can do more than that. Dreadnought. Do I have enough to build? I need more wells. I need to get that well over here. I need more oil so I can build more electronics. Wait a minute. There's a nice energy up there. I need to build an engineer up here. That's true. I haven't built anything in that lab yet. Oh, come on, Dreadnoughts. You can do better. That's better. Land you in the lab. Alright. What are we going to build here in the lab? Right on the slab. We got 1, 2, 3 anti-tank guns, 2 tank destroyers, 1, 2, 3 smiters, 5, maybe another artillery. Thankfully, the Leon only have 1 factory up here. Aren't likely to be sending air units at me anytime soon. But I really need this building an engineer soon to exploit that energy. Wait a minute, I can't exploit the energy. I got a mine here. Why isn't there a mine down here? That mine's in an awful place. Because I can't put anyone to get that energy, and I need the energy. I like that farm. I need food. But that mine is going to have to go. So when I take that mine, I'm going to have to raise it. So I can build, well right there. I don't know, maybe I can take that right now. Let's see here. I guess I've got enough strength to do it. Did I take out the A gun? Yes, I did. Let's get the gunship in on the action. Woohoo! Of course, I can bring the bulk hauler up here too. What am I thinking? Why even do this? Well, I moved that bulk hauler. Alright. You're sitting down here in case Lee Halan keep mysteriously popping up from all places. I need that one of those trackers legions over here to see where they're coming from. Might move this one down. So I've explored up there. Okay. Get this tracker looking down here. See if there's any ruins down here. Dive bomber! I meant to have it attack the farm! Shoot. Oh well. I didn't take any damage down there. Let's get it on up to help out in the fight up here at the lab. How long's... Not gonna get to the lab anytime soon. Can I get to the mine this turn? No. Where's the best place I can put it? Probably in that mine. Can't reach that mine this turn. In that factory. In that factory it goes. Alright, dive bomber. Alright. Put a bunch of stuff in here. Shoom into space! Land in the lab. Now we can take everything up here. Alright, we don't want that, we don't want that, we don't want that. Nobody who's taking damage is going to be on this assault, and of course no spaceships either. That includes the gunship. Then let the gunship heal some more. This is a definite assault. Yep. Maybe I took a little smiter damage, but not much. Now, next turn, I want to go grab that mine. And then raise it so I can build a well over here. I'm going to tear down a mine so I can drill for Earl. Leave everybody else in here. Maybe get the spaceships on out of here. Dang! Hey, I got some electronics. Always use more electronics. Alright, still got the bulk hauler up there, so... No, I shot the bulk hauler. This freighter I want to come up and come down. Get in that fort and move those troops. Alright, let's see. We are closing in at 9 p.m. Any last thoughts from you? So yes, the patch is underway. It's working on a lot of modern stuff. We're going to talk more about it the next live stream. Definitely love the input. Lots of good input here tonight. Thank you all very much for that. I'm going to copy these down. Any last thoughts from you? Usually it's my last thoughts I'm spouting off on, but any more last thoughts about patches, EFS, Kurgans, sugar, the spice, any of that? Just let me know. Alright, where was I just saying I needed a tracker? Saying I need a tracker up here in my city center. Oh, I forgot I had more planets. I thought it was about done. Alright, I clearly need more farms. I don't have a good place for farms here. Ooh, Exotica. Exotica. Head out there. Oh, metal over there. That's probably what I need to go to, is get that metal. This is probably my best place. Nope, this. Yeah, this right here. My best place to build. Probably bet you I wanted to build something else back when I did that, but now I've forgotten it. Sorry, I got to count out these flights because somebody designed this game without letting you have any fuel indicator for your plane. Oh boy, that's a big infection. We're just leaving them, and now everybody there is infected. Just got to leave them there and hope they survive. Alright, what was I planning to do with this guy? Had to be some food, probably. Maybe put him down there for a farm. That's probably a good place. That was probably my plan. Oh, I hate that I couldn't take that thing. Gotta make war with the Hawkwoods just so I can get that again. Alright, let's come out here and build a farm, shall we? 1, 2... There, then? No, I don't have a good place to farm. That conflicts with the mine. I build it here. Conflict with the farm. If I build it here, conflict with the farm. I got to build it down here. Yep, got to build it there. Not conflict with anybody. All right. How much would I build here? Build city, farm. I need that arboreum. 67. Oh, yeah. I want to build somewhere out here. That's for sure. You guys are just waiting on a freighter to come pick you up. Just watching the Imperial Eye. Who watches the Watchmen? Or who watches the Imperial Eye, as it is. All right. End this turn. Nah, I forget if I did my diplomacy already. Shoot. I got deals with folks. You cut some diplomacy here. Alright, so Hawkwood is Imperial Eye. Stigmata is the Hazat. So I'm going to offer the Ducados Stigmata for their votes and the Hazat, the Imperial Eye, for their votes. To heck with the House Hawkwood. Okay. Yes. Ducados get the Stigmata garrison. Give me. Post at the next election. I'll give you Ministry if I'm like Stigmata. And Hazat. Give me votes at the next election. And I'll give you a ministry if I'm elected Imperial Eye. Alright, so now we have made some. Show you a secret on how you can. Let's see if I can do this. I don't remember this one. This is one of the bugs in the patch we didn't decided against fixing. Go to messages. Send message. I promised. What? Oh. Part of the problem with the messaging system, you hit the hotkeys, it doesn't work. Send message. Dick. Yeah, that's right. C is. Alright. Abbreviations. S. Nope. Messages. Gar. Dash D. Garrison for Ducados. And I. Dash H. And guess who I'm going to send that message to? I'm going to send that message to myself. So the next turn, I remember what I promised. It's a feature, not a bug. Zeno says, if altering UI is not possible, simply removing the restriction will help multiplayer games and large mods, such as Emperor Wars. Yeah, giving the modders the ability to change it. I think that's a good, very good point. Okay, let's end this turn. I appreciate everyone's feedback. All messages must be responded to. Do you wish to read them now? I guess that hit me this turn. I thought that sent to me next turn. Oh well. So I don't get that next turn, and then I have that this turn. I could save it now and end turn later. That's not a bad idea. Let's save the game here. And that way I've got my message, and I'll remember next time we play. Alright, thanks everybody for joining. Much fun as always. I need to progress a lot more quickly. I want to wrap this thing up. So, I don't know, maybe another stream in a couple weeks and try and get more than 2 turns in. All right, saving it. Again, thanks to everybody for joining us tonight. Much fun. And I will see you the next time around. Man, I spent a lot of money on food. Take care, all. Cheers. Enjoy your rest of your week.